Boys and girls, I'm Miss Henderson, the Book Fairy, and today I would like to give you a tour of the library, okay? I'm going to read you a book called Manners in the Library, and then we're going to take a big boy, big girl test called Accelerated Reader on the book. Are you excited?
Yeah!
And then after that, I'm going to have a coloring activity for you, and if you are well behaved, you get a dum-dum. Okay?
Ooh, a dum-dum means sucker.
Yes, a sucker. All right, so welcome to the Reading Cafe. Walk with me. All right, this is the entryway of the Reading Cafe. Every time you come in here, this showcase will display whatever is happening that month. And do you know what just happened last month? We celebrated Dr. Seuss' birthday. And we did Read Across America. How many of you all dressed up as a character from a book in this class? And did the Read Across America, the book character parade? Macon was the only one?
Yes.
Yes. And who were you making? You were the Lorax. You sure was. So this is the entryway.
I liked making.
It was good.
All
Alright, these here, look, these are our featured books. These are books from, guess who? Dr.
Seuss.
Dr. Seuss. So I will display books here for you guys as well, okay? So walk with me. This section here, come closer. This is called the non-fiction section. Can anyone tell me what non-fiction means? Do y'all know? All right, you? Okay, well, what type of books? Very good. Do you think the books are real or fake?
Real.
Yes.
Oh,
Non-fiction books, let me give you an example.
Hey.
This is called The Shelf. This is a book about actually things that a shelf will do. So this is called non-fiction. Look, it has pictures, but it has real pictures of real people.
Down.
And it has information that is true. Okay? So this is called a non-fiction book. So this is my non-fiction section here. And if you know here, we have more books because this is a what? A library.
Library.
These books are called fiction.
Fiction.
Why is it fiction?
But
Who can
it's
tell me?
a fact.
Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're sure. Easton. Made up. It is not real. Can you tell by this picture here?
Yeah.
It is not real.
They just wrote the title.
They just wrote the title.
They
And
color it.
And in the inside of the book, it's a made-up story. Made it interesting enough for you to read it. You want to read it.
I got one of them books out.
Start reading a book from the library. You need to learn how to take care of a book. You need to learn the manners in the library. So that's what I'm going to read today to you all. How to act right in the library.
Do we get to sit down?
Yes, you do. All right, follow me. These are chapter books. They are thick, they are long, and they're for the big boys and big girls. You will start reading chapter books when you get to the second grade. Do I have everybody's attention? Put your eyeballs on this beauty right here. In this area behind me, in between these windows, and right here, these are called series. These are books that are series. They're like chapter books, but they're series because you have one book.
They're real.
No, these are not real. Some of them are, but these are fake. But a series is a book that someone writes, but they continue to write about a character or an event. In this case, this book is called The Winter School. So if you notice, I have a lot of what? A lot of these books. So this is called a what? A series is because you have several titles of the same book. Okay? And boys and girls, I'm about to read to you Manners in the Library by Carrie Finn. Manners in the Library. I think you need to have manners before you get a book. Before you check out a book, you need to know how do one act in the library. All right. So can anybody tell me what they think the book is about when they say manners? Kobe?
It's about reading and getting smarter.
Reading and getting smarter. Very good. Reading and getting smarter where?
In the library.
In the library. Now, instead of me calling this place the library, what word have I used? Have y'all heard? I call this the, anybody know? The reading what?
The reading cafe.
Very good. The reading cafe. All right, so please pay attention as I read this book to you, okay? Maya uses her inside voice in the library. She keeps quiet so she won't disturb other people. She is using good manners. Now, when they say talking quiet, this is not talking quiet in the library, is it, boys and girls?
No.
But talking like this is better. That's quiet. Can you talk quiet?
Yeah.
Let me hear you. That's not very good. Hello. Hi. That's using your what? Quiet voice. Very good. Charles wants to find a book on dinosaurs. He says, please, when he asks the librarian for help, because he's also using good
Manners.
So he said, please, can you help me find a book on the dinosaurs? Very good, Charles. He's showing good manners. Kyle is hungry, but he saved his apple until he leaves the library because he's also using good manners. How is he using good manners with that apple?
By saving it. Because you can't make messes in the library.
Why is that?
Ants will get in.
Raise your hand if you can tell me, why is it important not to eat in the library? Help out.
For the bugs don't be
Yes, and what do you usually have in your hand when you're in the library?
Books.
And what happens if you're eating? What's on your hand? Sticky germs, it's messy. And then if you're touching a library book, it's going to get what? Sticky and nasty and messy. We don't want that.
And you won't get the book unstuck off of your hand.
No, yes. And if that happens, guess what happens? I have to put the book in the hospital. I have a book hospital. It's in that room back there. I'll show it to you later. Okay? Very good. So we do not eat while we're in the library, especially if we have a book in our hand. Ruth helps her little sister find a sing-along video. They are careful with the videos, the books, and the computers in the library because they are also using good manners. With the books, the videos, and the computers, they're being very what? Careful. Grace loves to learn about lions. Still, she checks out only the number of books she knows she'll read because she's using good manners. She does not check out 10 books. She only checked out how many?
1, 2.
She checked out 2. Not
10.
because you're not going to be able to what? Read all of those books. So she showed good manners by only checking out how many books? 2.
So when you read 10 books, you would be so tired that you're gonna fall asleep while you read. And you lose your voice. And you fall asleep right in the middle. Then you're gonna have to stay out of the library for like
a long time. Yes, because you have so many books to read. Put your hand down. All right. Jody spends a rainy day in the library. She reads silently to herself so she doesn't bother other people. She's using good manners. Reading silently is this.
you read in your head.
You read in your head. Look at my mouth. Is it moving?
No, you're just speaking within your head.
Yes, I'm saying the words in my head, but my mouth is not moving. But I can move my mouth, but don't say anything. Watch this. I was reading silent. Did you hear me? No, my mouth was moving, but you didn't hear me, so I was still what? Silent. Let's see if you can do that. Move your mouth, but don't say anything. Very good. You're learning how to read silently. Okay? Mark's books are due on Friday. He returned his book on time because he's using good manners. So, in the back of your library book, it tells you when you are to return your book. It says right here, date due. So the librarian will stamp the book, and on that stamp, it'll say April the 28th. Bless you. So, on April the 28th, you have to turn your book in before that date. Now, what happens if you don't turn it in before that date? You are
not going to go in the library for a lot of days.
No, you're going to have to pay a fine.
Yikes.
Did y'all hear me say pay a fine?
Yeah.
That means you're going to have to give me some money. Yeah. Guess how much your fine is?
I give you
10 cents. Do you have 10 cents?
I have 4.
But guess what? It's 10 cents every day that you're late.
Yeah.
So always turn your books on time. Turn your books back in on time.
That will waste your money.
Exactly. When you could just turn your book. And listen, if you turn your book, say for instance, you didn't finish yours, Macon.
I just got $17. What if I forgot to turn my book in?
You have to give me 10 cents out of that $17, and they leave you with what? $16.90.
Guess what? I have $100.
Okay, let's get back on this
book.
book.
So I have 100 cents right now.
All right, so during story time, Joey and Tanya sit quietly and listen, just like you guys are doing with me. You are sitting what? Quietly and listening.
So he's reading a book to him.
Yes, because they're just like you. He is what? Showing good
manners. Maybe that's the And he's reading about space.
Manny does not interrupt his mom while she reads to his little brother because he's also showing good manners. Why is it not good to interrupt someone? Raise your hand if you're sure. Cool?
Because that's about manners. Because you don't talk while other people are talking.
Very good. You don't talk while other people are talking. That's rude. So, Manny was showing good manners by waiting until his mother was finished reading to his little brother. You can learn a lot at the library. You can also have fun. By using good manners, you can make sure everyone else enjoys his or her visit too. The end. And here goes some fun facts. I'm going to read the fun facts to you. Are you ready? Fun fact number 1. Oh my gosh. There are more than 117,000 libraries in the United States. That's a lot. All right. The word book in Spanish is pronounced libro. Everybody say that? Libro.
Can I please get a libro?
The Library of Congress has the most books of any library in the United States. They have over 1 million books. And Mexico, y'all heard of Mexico?
Oh, yeah.
Mexico is the home to the oldest library in North America.
What?
Yes. All right. So, listen to this. Megan, when you read a book in this library, put your eyes on me. Most of the books are AR books. AR means Accelerator Reader. Accelerator Reader is a software that our county adopted that put thousands of books onto a computer web-based program in which students can take a test after they read a book. So, we're going to do it together as a group. Okay? For those who have done it already, that's good. But for those who have not, you're going to experience how it looks to take an AR test. So quietly, go and sit at the table by your crayon. Boys and girls, we're about to take an AR test like I said before. So up here, this is called an LCD projector. It is going to show you what's on my laptop, or should I say my Chromebook, it's going to mirror whatever's on my Chromebook onto this screen based on that LCD projector. So I'm about to put it on. And it takes a while for it to come on. But it is one of the coolest equipment that we have. And if you notice, this equipment is in every classroom in the school. You have one in your classroom, am I correct? It may be different from that. It may not look like that, but you have something hanging from the ceiling that projects here to the screen.
That's why it's like messed up.
Oh, is it messed up?
It's come on.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Yeah. All right. So, put your eyes on this screen. This is how AR looks. All right. So when you go to the computer, this is what it looks like. Pencils down. You shouldn't have your hand on that crayon box at all. Thank you. I want your eyeballs on me. Focus. Alright, so this is what it looks like. So I want to demonstrate to you all so you can see how the AR is set up. Alright, so I am going to use Mr. Macon Stockdale information. Matter of fact, Macon, come up. And I want you to type your information here. We're going to use your username. Alright. Now he's going to put in his password, which y'all can't see it. Very good. Oh, what happened? Oh, do it again. I don't know what happened. You did a great job. Sometimes computers can be such a piss. And tricky sometimes. There we go. Thank you, sir. Alright. So now, Macon just put his information in. Thank you, baby. And now I'm going to put in the code, the AR code for this book. Okay? I'm going to put this code in the computer. Now, the first thing I do is I go here. Can y'all see the mouse? I'm turning it around on the screen. See it?
Yes.
This is called the mouse, or you call it the pointer. All right, so I'm gonna click the one in the middle that says Accelerator Reader. Watch. Yeah. All right. Now this screen is where you put the quiz number. Okay. So I wrote the quiz number down. So I'm gonna type it in. And this is something that you would do. Just like Macon just put his username and password in, this is all on you. All of this is self-serve. You have to put your own. You have to put the quiz number in and all. So what I'm doing is what you're going to be doing next year. All right, so I put the quiz number in, 112634. Is that right? Is that what I have up here?
Yes.
All right, you see this blue button that says search?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to click it. Click. What do you see up there?
That's that same book.
Is this the same book?
Yeah.
So that's the right quiz.
But it's smaller on the
Yes, it's small on the screen. All right. So what does this say? Take quiz.
quiz.
All right. Now, are you ready? Once I start this quiz, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. It says start quiz. I am going to read the questions and the answer. Okay? And I want you to raise your hand and tell me if you think you know the answer. And before I choose that, I want to make sure everybody agrees with that answer before I click. So here we go. Start quiz. Question number 1. It says, so she wouldn't disturb others in the library. Mia, A, waited until she got home to eat her chips. B, sat far away from those who were reading. C, turned off her cell phone. Or D, used her inside voice. So, raise your hand if you're sure. you think you know the answer. Is the answer A, B, C, or D?
D.
Raise your hand if you think it's A. Put your hands down. If you think the answer is A. Raise your hand if you think the answer is B. Raise your hand if you think the answer is C. Raise your hand if you think the answer is D. So everybody think it's use her inside voice.
No, I think it's A.
You think it's she waited till she got home to eat her chips? Now, this is the thing about when you're taking the ART. You can look back in the what?
Book.
You can look back in the book. Let's see if I can find the answer. Are you ready? Let's see.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, the key word was Mia. That's the first page. Let me read it. Now, it says, Mia uses her inside voice.
Ah!
So the answer is what? D. So I click D, and then I hit next. All right, question number 2. What did Ruth help her little sister do? A, put together a puzzle. B, find a sing-along video. C, log onto a computer. Or D, check out a picture book.
C.
Raise your hand if you think it's A. Raise your hand if you think it's B. Raise your hand if you think it's C. Raise your hand if you think it's D. All right, so let's go back in the book and see if we can find the answer. Because I think we are kind of mixed up here. And what was the character name? Ruth. This is about Charles. That's about Cal. So what I'm doing, I'm going based on the pages. And this says what? Ruth. So it says on this page, Ruth helps her little sister find a sing-along video. They are careful with the videos and books. So what letter is the answer? D as in boy. Very good. Now at the end of the test, it's going to give us a score. All right, question number 3. We have two more questions after this one. When Grace checked out her book, she A, had books that were about friends and horses. Do y'all remember you talk about friends and horses? Okay. B, took only as many as she knew she would read. C, let a boy with a big stack of books go ahead of her. D, told the librarian she had forgotten her library card. Now, if you notice, some of those answers was not even mentioned in the book. So that's really called process of elimination, but you'll learn about that when you get older.
That's a fake book.
Yeah, it's a fake book. So, only 2 answers sound about right. All right, who think they know the answer to this question? One person? One person. Who think they know the answer to when Grace checked out her books, what did she do? Cooper.
She got books. She got a number of books that she would read.
Very good.
See,
so the answer is what? How many books you get? She got 2. Very good. So the answer is A, B, C, or D. The answer is B. She took only as many as she knew she would read. Crayon boxes, down. Don't touch. All right. Next to the last question. We're getting to the end of the game. Well, the end of the test, should I say. What did Joey and Tanya, guess what? My name is Tanya. I forgot to tell you that. What did Joey and Tanya do during story time? A, they poked each other and laughed. Did I say anything about that in the story?
No.
So we know that's not the answer. B, they talked about the pictures. Did I say anything about talking about pictures, maybe? No, I didn't? All right. C, they asked questions. Did anybody ask questions in the story?
No.
All right. D, they sat quietly and listened.
Yay!
D, you think D is the answer? And this is the last question. Here we go. Drum roll. All right. Where was the first known public library? I don't know if I read it. That was in the fun facts. Did I read read that one up?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Nope, I did. That was one of. I'm sorry. I did you an service. I did service. There were several balloons of fun facts, and I just chose 2 to read. So let me read one more and see if you can find it. Ready? Listen to this. The first known public library was in Egypt more than 2,000 years ago in about 300 BC. Now, you know what just happened? That shows this is a good lesson. When you're reading books like a non-fiction book, which this is, because this is a book about true things that happen in the library, it's always good. It's always good to read every page, especially fun facts, because that is just as important. One thing about nonfiction books, they'll have text maybe about the pictures, or they'll have a page like this with information that is important, because nonfiction only gives what? True facts. So with that being said, I'm sorry I didn't read all of the fun facts to you. Based on this question, where was the first known public library? In France, in Egypt, in India, or in England? What letter? A, B, C, D? B. Okay. Are you saying T? England or Egypt? Or B? Yeah, they tried to trick you. They have 2 countries with B over the East. That's the first letter. All right. Now, once I click this button here, who can tell me what that word is saying? Finish. Once I click it, it's going to tell you your score. And this is the score that you all made as a group. All right, here we go. Wait for it. Right here, it says a 100. All right, boys and girls. Now, because you took your AR test, your first AR test, this is a copy of a book. You all would each get one of these. You are to write your name. See how I wrote my name? Miss Henderson. And then you color your book, and you can put pictures or whatever you want. You should have a crayon box in front of you. All right? I'm going to give each one of you all one of these. Once you complete this, I am going to hang it up, because now you have earned the right to come to the library and get a book, because you just passed your test on manners in the what? Library. Okay? So here's some of our books that we've created. The students had 5 minutes to work on their book, and now countdown. 8,